Hey, Oil community, what's up? Happy Monday. Listen, I just wanted to come in here and talk to you about our newest adaptive blend. Now, if you are someone who has any stress in your life, who has anxiety, who has any kind of mental struggle, and are on any kind of supplement or stronger medication for those kinds of feelings and behaviors, then you're just going to want to listen to this. At convention last week, there was some release of these crazy amazing products. And one line, so doTERRA, just to kind of give a quick overview, has always had a mission of pursuing what's pure. And really this year, they've really solidified that kind of theme and mission in all areas, meaning they have always tried to pursue what's pure in product, and they've successfully done that. They have found year after year after, third-party study after third-party study to be the purest essential oil company in the world. And when you look into the research of their supplements, they have topped the industry in that as well. And I'm going to talk to you a little bit today about the suite of three new products that they have, hey Katie, that have been groundbreaking in their research. And doTERRA really does not come out with anything unless it's been years and years and years in the making. So I'll just jump right in. So this latest suite of products is called the Adaptive, and it's been created for the kind of mental health field. And guys, I teach classes every single week on yoga, on essential oils. I teach meditation. I teach these empowerment classes, and every single time that I do a poll and ask these mostly women what is the biggest issue, health concern, that they're struggling with, it's stress or anxiety or some form of depression. And many of them are on some kind of, prescription drug. Now, you've heard me talk about before, perhaps, if not, I'll say it again, that the ability of many essential oils to mix with others have what's called a synergistic effect. So if you combine, I don't know, name that oil, like 5 different oils, for example, and then you put a drop of frankincense with that oil, which basically every single essential oil has these natural chemical occurring compounds called terpenes. But frankincense and several of these oils have what's called sesquiterpenes, right? So they're a little more complex in nature. And when you put a drop of frankincense with another oil, it actually elevates the properties of the other oils that it's mixed with. It's called a synergistic effect. So I'm going to talk to you about why that's so important in our newest supplement, the adaptive supplement, in a minute. But what the oil, so we have the adaptive oil, and then it's in a roller, and then it's in a capsule. So here's what the capsule looks like. They're always in a soft gel, okay? And this one combines essential oils and botanicals. So this particular one, I'm just reading from some of the research, is supportive, relaxing formula. So lavender, leaf and stem oil from the lavender, coriander seed, which I'll talk about these in detail in a second, wild orange peel, comes from the peel, not the fruit, and then fennel seed oil, okay? So those are the oils in it, okay? And whenever botanicals are mixed with oils, they allow all the botanicals to be more absorbable in the body, okay? Because it's an apples to apples, like versus like. The body understands it better, and it's more absorbable when it's mixed with plant medicine, and especially instead of synthetic medicine. So we have ahi flower seed oil, scaledium, okay? This is a plant extract, and a sunflower oil. Okay, it's come out that this is one of the best tools to help manage effects of everyday stress, anxious feelings, uneasiness, worry. Okay, we really need to start taking the worry and just somehow, which you'll hear in a second, like getting your body to be aware of the worry, okay? And then, hey, Katie, the other Katie, two Katies. You have to be aware of the worry and then get your body to a place where it's not like reacting, and then replacing that worry, which I teach a lot in my classes, with faith or breath, right? Or something else instead of becoming the worry. Okay. So what this does is it's the supplement, especially, it's going to help calm and promote positive feelings, support mood, help improve the state of mind. It helps you be acclimated to new surroundings. So these are some of the instances when you can start to use this. I would use it every single day, preventatively, in the morning to calm, and at night before I go to bed. Promotes mental well-being. Okay. So, and again, just before, I'm going to talk mostly about the supplement today. There's a bug in my face. But the adaptive oil, okay, is useful when, like, if you have a big meeting coming up, or it helps, it actually helps improve sustained attention. So we have the Intune oil for focus, but this is a great one for sustained attention. Okay, this one actually has lavender, magnolia, neroli, sweet gum, and these are all stress relieving effects. And then we have wild orange and spearmint, which are energizing and uplifting, but also anti-fear. And then copaiba and rosemary really soothe out the anxious feelings, which is a nice way to round out the blend. Okay. So it helps the body be balanced. It is great for an Epsom salt bath. Okay, so again, the oil would be great for Epsom salt bath. We have the roller that you can roll right on the neck or the bottoms of the feet, and then we have the supplement. Okay, so back to the synergistic effect I was talking about. So, and did I mention that there's GABA in this? A lot of people know what GABA is, G-A-B-A. But a lot of people talk about this as like a secondary, or I should say supplemental supplement, meaning like a supplement all on its own, okay? And I am used to, believe me, a family member who used to just take supplements, like 100 supplements, okay? All like different supplements, and put them together. doTERRA has figured out a way how to put them all together, 3 years in the making for this particular one. Never mind our Lifelong Vitality supplement pack, which is amazing. But what happens is, if you have a individual supplement of GABA, for example, which helps like reduce the stress, a lot of people take it to reduce stress, and you take like a 500 milligrams, when you have doTERRA has such a passion for purity that I trust more than anything else that I've ever taken, and I've taken a lot of different supplements and oils in my life. It has such a pure effect. I can feel it immediately, okay? And so when you take just 100 milligrams of GABA, which is what's in the adaptive capsule, when you combine it with the essential oils that are in here and all of the other botanicals, it has this synergistic effect, much like the oils that I was talking to you about before. Hey, Dawn. That it works so much better and so well, and it's so absorbable in the body. Okay, so again, lavender is proven in studies to decrease the agitation in folks with dementia. I'll put some studies in here afterward. It decreases anxiety and decreases anxiety. Coriander seed, which is in here, improves spatial memory and decreases oxidative stress and improves cognitive impairment. Okay, so this is something, guys, which is going to make you feel clear and not sedated. Okay, so much of what is on the market today, which we're prescribed by our doctors, has this synthetic effect. It is synthetic, and it creates disharmony in the body. So, this idea of feeling ill and feeling like everyone's stressed all the time is so normal in this culture, and it shouldn't be, right? They had mentioned at doTERRA that it's something that we shouldn't feel like being ill is normal throughout the day. Okay, fennel seed has shown to increase alertness. It increases the sympathetic nervous system. Now, you hear me in yoga talking about decreasing, pacifying the sympathetic nervous system. But what it does is it increases it because we want to feel alert, but it decreases anxiety. Okay, so we want to be alert with the positive stress and have the ability to be focused, but we want to decrease the anxiety. Okay, so neuroplasticity is this word that's been thrown around a lot by, new psychologists and whatnot, that we have the ability to create better habits in our brain. We get to, just by helping yourself do a different routine with this better, herbal supplements and, thinking positively and running and doing all these things, we have neuroplasticity in our brain, which means we can create new habits and new grooves in our brain to be able to live a more optimal life. And so in addition, so that's what helps with all these things, and especially when they're put together with these botanicals. Okay, so the GABA that I was talking about helps with psychological stress reduction. Okay, then we have ahi flower in here, which is a botanical, and it's an ahi flower seed oil. It has been proven to have brain health, and it has what they're calling it the richest effective combined essential fatty acid from a single non-GM plant. So an anti-inflammatory that's not found in fish oil, that's not found in algae oil. It has gamma linoleic acid, which is an anti-inflammatory omega-6 as well. So this ahi flower seed oil has been proven to have these fatty acids. Okay, amazing for brain health. Skeletinium, I think you pronounce it. We're talking about alkaloids now, which we need because of anti-anxiety and antidepressive. It has mood elevating properties. And then we have, so the omega-6s, the GABA stress reduction, and then the alkaloids all together with the essential oils create this amazing synergistic product that will always not only make you feel better, but it's actually going to the root of the problem, guys. So anytime that you've been in a class with me or one-on-one, you understand that the difference between plants in a concentrated form, which is essential oils, and anything synthetic, is that the synthetics create a mask to the problem. And so what happens is, and I'm hoping that I'm explaining this right because I'm not a doctor, but I am a nerd. And what happens with synthetic medicine is that it forces your body to do things that it doesn't necessarily want to do. So what happens is synthetic drugs will stop the reuptake of serotonin. Okay, so what happens is basically synthetic serotonin is like giving your body more serotonin. But what happens is we want the body to create its own serotonin. So then your body gets used to this excess amount of serotonin. And then your body is so smart. Like if anyone knows what's happened to my dad, he's had a few heart attacks. And he has these valves in his heart and he had a heart attack. Well, one of them was, minor, like years ago, and he never told anyone. And what the body did is it actually bypassed itself. Like his body bypassed its own block, and it made, different, what do you call them, artery, like veins and vessels around the artery that was blocked so that he could keep breathing and living and the circulation could go through. The body is incredible. So what the body does when it has a synthetic thing like serotonin is it says, oh, well, I don't want that. I'm going to make my own. And so it stops how the serotonin makes you feel. If that makes any sense. And so what happens is your doctor says, oh, it's not working anymore. Let's up the serotonin. And so they pump more synthetic serotonin into you. And guess what happens then, guys? We have side effects. And then you have to do a different drug and a different drug. And so what we're doing is that we're synthetically forcing our body to have this non-biological process that's happening. And then we up our meds, right? So there's a big difference when you take natural supplements that just basically help the nutrition of your body, because most people are not getting the optimal nutrition, okay? So you don't, I just love teaching people about nutrition. That's why I'm being on this cleanse this whole month. You've seen my pictures of all the foods that I've been posting and whatnot. Let's add nutrition and nutrients to our diet to get us to these places instead of synthetic drugs. And so this adaptive blend, guys, is going to be the answer. Wait till you see. There's such amazing research around this, around all the botanicals in here and what the purest essential oils do on the face of the planet. It's so exciting because doTERRA is a privately owned company. They're not publicly owned. They're not making their decisions based on, Wall Street and money. They're doing it because they have such a passion to help other people, to help the farmers who are getting paid finally fairly, and they're thriving in their communities instead of being taken advantage of by brokers. So this stuff, you guys, is not only supporting you as like amazing human beings and how you feel, but it's supporting people all over the world. I hope you enjoyed that. This Friday, if you have made it this far, this Friday, and if you're local, right here in my home, I am doing a full education in person on all of the new supplements, and you always will like win prizes when you're with me at events and whatnot. So go ahead, hey Dagnan, and you'll see in a few posts down the Evite that I sent for you to come on and join us if you want to learn more. And every day this week, I'm going to give you some new research on some new stuff. So have an awesome Monday and awesome week. Bye bye.